Run, Izzy, run. Most people make a donation if they want to help those in need, and they hope that if they join demonstrations, sign petitions, or hand out leaflets, they'll make others aware of the terrible conditions some people face. But 47-year-old British comedian Eddie Izzard did something completely different. He decided to raise money by running 1,100 miles through England, Wales, Northern Ireland and Scotland. And he managed to raise more than £200,000. Run 1,100 miles, we hear you say? That's 1,760 kilometres. How long did it take him to run that? 2 years? Well, it would take most people at least that long if they were crazy enough to try and run such a distance. But Eddie Izzard? Well, believe it or not, it took him just 51 days. For 6 days out of every 7, he ran at least 26 miles, 43 kilometres. In other words, he ran 43 marathons in less than 2 months, before he finished in great style and pouring rain in London's Trafalgar Square. When asked how he felt, he told the BBC that he was planning to sleep for a week. He thanked the people who had waited for him in Trafalgar Square despite the rain. They had all come to support him and to applaud his incredible achievement. But they weren't the only people who had accompanied him on his epic journey. In all 4 countries, he was joined for parts of his run by local people. And how long did he have to train for all this? Well, amazingly, only 5 weeks. A fact that is even more amazing when you consider that he wasn't even particularly fit when he decided to put himself in for this ordeal. And what an ordeal it was. The comedian admitted that his journey was pretty painful. He had to have his feet bandaged every day, but still lost several of his toenails, and he had blisters all over his feet. He wouldn't have been able to do what he did if he hadn't taken ice baths for his legs at the end of each day. These baths help to stop your legs inflating to twice the size of an elephant, as Eddie commented. People who have no idea about running, and experts alike, are impressed with what he has achieved. Andy Dixon, editor of Runner's World, a magazine for long-distance runners, says, "Covering 26 miles in a day, at whatever speed, for 43 runs, it's demanding. A 5-hour marathon is a fairly decent pace. It's a massive achievement." So how did he do it? Well, he ran his marathon slowly at first, 10 hours a day to begin with, and as he got fitter, he got faster. In the end, he was finishing in just over 5 hours. But fitness alone was not enough. What was more important was the fact that he wanted to make a difference to other people's lives. What Eddie Izzard did was so special that the documentary of his run has been made into an inspiring film, Believe. "You've got to believe you can be something else," Eddie says in the film. "I've done that a few times. That's why I keep going."